Good morning. It is Morning Brew with your girl Germaine. And guess what time it is? Yes, it's coffee break time. So, guess what I decided to start doing? Brewing my coffee here, right here on site. So, I'm not bringing just my coffee cup with me. So, we could try some different things. So, yes, I am drinking mushroom tea today. Give me a moment. Mm, it's a little hot. So, but yes, I am drinking mushroom tea. I said I've been trying it for a few days, and you know what? It's not really that bad. I've heard stories that it's not the greatest, but it's healthy, it's good for you. So, but let's talk about today's brew. So, if you are chiming in, please just let me know you're here in the comments. It's always good to have those join in on the conversation. And so today's brew is stop apologizing for evolving. Please, it's your right. Evolve, grow, get to your next step. Yes. All right. So, you know how we do. We take a pause and we pour into purpose. So let's get into this as those are coming in. But let's get into this message today, right? Because how many feel guilty and that, yeah, I'm saying guilty. How many feel guilty and you always finding yourself apologize? I have people that's in my life that I dearly love, and I'm always saying, please stop apologizing. Please stop apologizing. Really figure out why. Why do people find themselves always feeling like they have to apologize to someone for them being able to evolve and become who they're purposed to be? So please stop apologizing for evolving. But let me get into this because I want you, it's about owning your growth without guilt. Stop guilting yourself and just become who you're purposed to be, right? So let's talk about growth isn't always celebrated. Nope, it's not, especially when it makes others feel uncomfortable. Maybe that's why we always apologize because we are so concerned about the other person and making sure they're comfortable, which would make us feel uncomfortable, right? No. In this today, I really want you to, if you are that person that finds yourself always apologizing, I really want you today, I want you to try some new things, okay? Especially after listening to this coffee break. So, or this morning brew, right? So, many of us, we tend to shrink ourselves, we stay quiet, or we suppress our own evolution because we're afraid of being labeled what? You're different? Or maybe you're so fake? Or, okay, that's too much. Don't be afraid. Ah, but the truth is, you are not here to stay the same. Think about it. So, think about, we're born into this world and we're in an infant stage. Are we supposed to be in that stage for the rest of our lives because of what somebody may think of us or say to us or even as a child, right? When we're born, we are evolving. Look at, I'm here. I'm here today. I'm not in a child's body. I'm in an adult body, which means there has been some evolution that took place along this journey. So it's up to you. Do you want to evolve? Oh, just, you know what? Stick with me a little longer. We're going to get through this coffee break, right? This morning brew. So this brew is your permission slip. I'm giving you your permission slip. It's pink, right? Your permission slip to grow boldly and unapologetically. Yes, that's your permission slip that I'm giving you today to grow boldly and unapologetically. So let's talk about in this segment, we call the pour into purpose segment. So I'm going to challenge you in 3 areas. So I want you to just stick with me. All right, let's start pouring. So change doesn't mean betrayal. Sometimes people around you will confuse your growth with disloyalty. Mm. They'll say you've changed and they'll mean it as a bad thing. And you buy into that. I know you do. I see you right now. Like, Dad, I do. I allow them to condition me to buy into them telling me that I've changed and it's a bad thing. But evolving doesn't mean abandoning. It means answering your next assignment. Yes. Make this about you. Remember, I said you are the leading person in your life. You are in the leading role of your life. Stop letting your cast members tell you and define who you are and that you're not the leading person in your life. Stop doing that. All right. You're not leaving them behind. And see, they're operating out of a fear most times, right? You're not leaving them behind. You're honoring who you're becoming. Make you the priority. Yes, your healing, your clarity, your purpose, they deserve to grow also. Absolutely. So stop letting people define or make you feel bad about you growing to the next level. Their real concern is that they may be left behind and they may not be a part of that next step or that next place or position that you're going to end up in, right? So, all right, we're going to pour a little more. So, let's pour a little more. Let's pour a little more into this. When you start thinking bigger, hmm, this is first of all, let me say, as we pour into this section, this part, growth may cost you comfort. So as you start thinking bigger, your mind start thinking beyond what they know you to be or who they think they know you to be. When you start thinking bigger and you choosing better or you're speaking louder, guess what happens? It shakes up the room. It shakes up people also because they see a change happening. And it's like, oh shoot, uh, what's happening here? Are they going to leave me? People, yeah, sometimes people's biggest fear is being left behind. So let me just give you a few pointers here. You'll lose approvals. Yes, you will. Please don't get sucked into this. I want you to stay focused. You'll outgrow conversations. You will, and it's probably happening right now to some people. Yep, that conversation is like, I don't even have the patience nor the tolerance to listen through this again. Things are shifting for you. You're outgrowing some things. hmm And you'll question everything you used to accept. Is that already happening? Is somebody already at that place that growth is happening and it's costing you some comfort? I know. I know. I get it. That's not regression. No, that's realignment. You are being realigned as we speak. So if those things are happening for you, you're being realigned. Accept it, embrace it. Yes. And it often feels lonely. Yes, it will, because it feels like you're on this journey by yourself, because you will have to leave some things behind and some people behind before it, before it feels free. So just hold on a little longer. You're getting to the free spot, okay? Where you feel free in just being you. So, comfort zones are cozy, but they don't birth breakthroughs. Keep that in mind as we continue to pour this last little bit in. All right. You don't need permission to evolve. Remember that. I gave you your permission slip. You don't need permission to evolve. Your growth is not a group project. So, for those that love to be a part of a group and a team, sometimes you have to journey alone. And it's okay. You just got to get comfortable with that, right? Okay. So you don't need a consensus. Nope. You don't need everybody rallying around saying, I agree. Yes, you can go. Yeah. No, you don't need that. You need to just have a little faith in you. Okay. And you don't need the applause. I know we look for that. I know we need those applause and we need to be validated and because they it becomes like your cheerleader squad. But no, some journeys are meant for you to go alone because you got to get what you need to get to your next place, okay? And sometimes you don't even need full understanding. And most times most people they need to know everything. I need to dot every I, cross every T. They just need to have all the information before they make another step. I get it. I've been guilty of that before. Yes, I have. Wanted to make sure everything was perfect. And what I realized is, girl, that ain't nothing but a tactic of fear. You're afraid. Take the step. Take the step, right? So, but sometimes you don't even fully understand what's happening in the moment, but you know you're going in the right direction. All right. And sometimes all you need is conviction. Yes. And the courage to walk it out blindly sometimes when you don't know. Okay. You're allowed to redefine yourself. I want to just encourage you again. You're allowed to redefine yourself, even if they only remember the old version of you. Now, you all know people are quick, people are so quick to bring up the old version of you. And you have graduated, evolved so far past that. But that shows you that people are still stuck, and they didn't even give themselves an opportunity and a chance to get to know the you version of you, the new version of you. Sometimes maybe you just have to reintroduce yourself. Hi, my name is Germaine Miller Summers, and this is who I am today. Not yesterday, today, right? Sometimes you might have to just reintroduce yourself to people so they know this is a new version of you. That old version has been canceled out, done with, over. So please stop replaying that over and over and over again. I don't even, that's not me. Who are you talking about? Get to know me today. All right. So now we're in the part whereas this is where you participate in. Definitely. Because I like to leave you with two reflection questions. You can reflect on it throughout the day. You can reflect on it throughout the week. Hey, sometimes just plant the seed, water in it, and it may pop up next year. But I want to ask you, where have you been dimming your growth to stay liked or accepted? For those that are people pleasers and you live your life to please others, then definitely I want you to really think about that question. Okay. And then the second question is, what's one shift you're ready to make without guilt? All right, so I'm gonna leave those two questions with y'all. Now, if you need to just play this back, sometimes you got to play it all the way through. If you need to just play this back and be able to revisit those reflection questions, then please do so. Let it help you help yourself, right? Okay, so guess what's happening? Oh, I need a sip. Give me a moment. Okay. I gotta stop drinking so much coffee. I'm gonna switch it up sometime. We're gonna do some tea sometimes, but I don't know. Maybe y'all should just let me know what you're drinking. Okay. And so with that, we are coming to the end. And guess what? This is the final sip. And in the final sip, I just want to leave some words of encouragement, some boldness. I want to empower you along your journey. So, hey, you're not hard to love. I want you to know that. You're just no longer easy to be manipulated. Yes, embrace that. Because you got some real manipulators out there for their own personal self gain that they would even manipulate you. Those that you never thought would. You know what? If that's how they're operating and flowing, they'll do that. But you know what? Don't give them your power. Okay? Know who you are. And like I said, you're not hard to love. You're just at a point that people can no longer manipulate you. Okay? It won't be that easy. Also, you're not acting brand new. And see, you see what people will do? People will make you feel like, oh, they think they all that. Oh, who they think they are? Oh, you know what? Why they gotta be acting all brand new? Sometimes I just wonder if people put more energy into focusing on their own life and evolving to really get to where they need to get to, then they won't have all these comments or concerns or issues with you. So you're not acting brand new. No, you're just walking in your next, whatever that may look like for you, right? And you don't owe anyone the version of you that they're still comfortable with. Pay attention. That's what I'm gonna say. Just pay attention, because people get stuck and they get comfortable with what they're comfortable with, even when you are evolving. So, my advice and encouragement to you is keep evolving. Just keep evolving. Okay. So, you know how we do. And I hope something today resonated with you. Thank you all so much for chiming in. And I appreciate you so much for just being a part of the family and just showing up. And I know this really resonates with me. You know, I said I'm always the first partaker of all of my morning brews. So I hope any part of these morning brews sit well with you. Hey, let me know if they do. I really look forward to that. So, you know how we do as we, you know, end our coffee break time together. We just do a final sip. So, we're going to sip slow, but I want you to really begin to start stretching freely, stretch freely, and you allow yourself to evolve. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And as you notice, things are changing. The look may be changing. Make sure in the description you go to YouTube. It's now under Morning Brew with Germaine. So go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. We're building the community over there. And remember, let me know. Let me know your thoughts on, should we just call it community? I love calling it family because that's how I feel. But I wanted to, give it something different. And I would love to get your feedback. So, what do you think about Bold Brew Crew? It might sound a little corny, but you know what? Hey, maybe it'll grow on you. But let me know if you got any ideas. I really look to get your feedback. So, thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow, God willing, if you will join me on your coffee break tomorrow. And remember, if you happen to be driving home or taking a coffee break on your evening shift, you know what? You can join the morning brew, the evening pour at 6:05 p.m. Yes, it's 6:05 p.m. So I look forward to constantly building with you. And remember, it is okay for you to evolve. Allow yourself that. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.